I'm not arguing about Shaq being the greatest or the most dominant. He is.
There you go. We are underway. Thank you, Drew. Wizards win the opening tip. Their starting lineup features Leaky Black, Anthony Gill, Bub Carrington, the new E.B. Henderson Award winner, Bilal Coulibaly, and the aforementioned Juju Reese. Washington comes in with a record of 17-63. Meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra will go with the five-man unit of Yakachonis, Bam Adebayo, Khalil Ware, Simone Fontecchio, and Andrew Wiggins. Right now, the Heat are 41-39. They are 10th in the East. Bam Adebayo hears a smattering of boos in the building. I wonder why.
Probably thought that 83 piece was manufactured. Just a tad bit.
Miami will get the basketball. They're coming off a loss last night against the Toronto Raptors, 128-114. Brandon Ingram went for 38 and 7. Barrett added 22. Meanwhile, Washington lost to the Bulls, 119-108. Wiggins throwing it up to Khalil Ware. Ware and Adebayo in that front court. How potent is the offense now for Miami?
It's scary, and this is the reason why a lot of teams are starting to deploy two big lineups, because it's just tough to deal with, especially if you have two bigs that can defend on the perimeter, not just the paint.
Juju got that shot off. As Bam has got to tie his sneakers as Miami's playing 4-on-5. Kasparis Yakachonis gets into the paint. Ball goes out of bounds. It is time now for our keys to the game. They're brought to you by your local Washington, D.C. GMC dealers. Drew, final home game. Give the people what they want. What are your clues?
Well, you kind of alluded to it already, partner. Operation Frontline. Talk about Bam and Khalil Ware. These guys, historically going against the Wizards, having great games, whether it's defensively or offensively, big nights and paced with purpose. You do not want to turn the ball over and take poorly taking shots or possessions, because what will happen, that's going to fuel the Heat's offense the other way. Third and fast break points.
And we have got a foul on the Miami Heat as Juju is going up for that offensive rebound. Tonight's officials, James Capers, crew chief, veteran, 31st season, Mark Lindsay's.
You know, being that floor general, knowing when to go, knowing when to run, getting guys in proper spots, being vocal, communicating, and last but not least, valuing the ball, not turning it over.
Adebayo last touch, 12 on the shot clock for Washington. 29 Miami win.
It was a historic night. Things got a little crazy at 77 though.
Yep. Mid-range jumper is no good. Ware secures the rebound.
Fadeaway threes over three people.
See how Anthony Gill is hooked up on him right there as Ware misses that three attempt. Yeah, the two big lineup now in the NBA, I think, has to feature one of those guys, Drew, that can stretch the floor. As Bilal uses the left hand.
Yeah, and crazy as it sounds, Khalil Ware is really that guy that can stretch it a little bit better than Bam, but Bam's highly capable of knocking down that three now at this stage of his career.
Andrew Wiggins commits the turnover. And then a lot of contact as Leaky Black hits the floor.
And you can see this.
Both teams struggling from the field so far. Miami 1 for 4, Washington 1 for 7. Nice screen, Juju sets for Bub. Bub's in the paint, probing, fadeaway jumper. Count it.
Nice touch by Bub Carrington. That is his area to operate offensively.
Bub coming off of 12 points last night. He also had 4 assists. And the three's up and good for Adebayo.
Like I said, that couple years back was a 17, 18 footer. Now he's definitely extended his range when you talk about Bam.
32% three-point shooter this season. Miami right now is 10th in the East in the play-in. And if they win both games out and get some help as Wiggins hits the three, they can move up to 8th. This is a team that is now, right now as we're talking, 4 straight years in the play-in. And remember, they were the first to get to the finals after being in the play-in tournament.
And you know what, I think they kind of keep the mindset of San Antonio Spurs. I remember playing with Coach Pop in my time in San Antonio, because every other team that I played on.
I was literally about to ask you that.
Up until that point, I mean, we're looking at the standings every day like, hey, man, we 2 games to give us a chance to win a championship.
Bilal hits both free throws. Eric Spoelstra, 55 years old in his 18th season as Miami's head coach. 828 great seasons. Looking to extend that streak this year. Fontecchio inside with the left hand.
A rare drive by Fontecchio. You got to remember, he is a spot-up shooter, especially in transition. You must find him.
Black swinging it over to Gill, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover for Washington. Wizards actually cleaned up those turnovers in the second half last night against Chicago. The previous game against the Bulls, they had 22 of them. Ware with a cross-court feed to Adebayo. Jaquez can't hold on to it. Leaky, corner three. Here come the Heat on the run. Ware gave it to Adebayo, and then he gave it right back to his teammate. Sharing is caring.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to stop Khalil Ware at the rim. I mean, you almost have to be 7'2", 7'3" to be able to even challenge this shot.
Ware already with 4 points and 3 boards. Lead is 6. Oh, Leaky getting some separation.
And Leaky Black, I mean, he has a beautiful pull-up jump shot. Money.
Jaquez with a crossover, looks for Ware, straight on 3, connects. Khalil Ware shooting 38% from 3 in the 2 games versus Washington this season. He's averaging 22 points and almost 17 rebounds and 4 blocks.
I like to call him Baby Wemby.
Angry Wemby, right? Bub for 3.
Well, Carrington continue to stay consistent, knocking down that outside shot.
Bub's 163. 2 away from 300 in his career. Bam on the pull-up. Scrapes the front of the rim. Below with a nice crossover. And then pull-up jumper.
Right now, Coach Spoelstra, you can see that the Wizards are locked in mentally.
Spoelstra calling the timeout. Heat with the basketball. Pella Larson. And Miami commits another turnover. That's going to be their 4th here early in the first quarter. Reese with a handoff to Carrington. Oh, another 3 for Bub. 1 away from 300 in his career. That and his durability has been kind of his superpowers in his sophomore season.
I mean, some guys are just blessed to be available. I don't know if it's good genes. They're still around year 3, year 4. But Bub Carrington, I mean, it's just a testament of where he's at as a professional at a young age and taking care of your body and being available. Not too many guys can do it, especially
Megan.
Guys, BK, before the game, was asked about his durability and just what he's been able to do. And if there was ever a chance where BK thought he didn't have the services of Bub Carrington before a game, he couldn't pinpoint a time because he knows Bub is a competitor and he's going to play through and fight through a lot, is what BK said. Whether it was last season or this season, he's played through a lot of knacks and what have you, but he said it is so incredibly rare and hard for what Bub has done over the course of his first 2 seasons to have not missed a game as of yet, that BK has just been marveling at it and has always credited him for the fact that he knew
on a team. Oh my God.
It's a good attempt. Go ahead, partner.
Yeah, but you always need a guy like Bub Carrington on your team to set a standard. And if Bub is available playing through an injury and he's hurt, why can't I? Why can't other guys? So you kind of look at yourself as in the mirror as his teammate and be like, well, Bub's available, let me get available or be available.
Bub will sit along with Bilal. They'll be replaced by Jamir Watkins and Will Riley. Do you think Miami knows who Will Riley is now?
Oh, yeah, he's on the
after
scout.
the 31 he gave him last Sunday in Miami?
Yeah, and then followed up with another 30-piece.
Saturday,
yeah.
Actually. Wiggins counted and 1. Yeah, gave him 31 on Saturday and then 30 in Brooklyn the very next day.
But what I liked about
Wiggins hits the free throw. 31 years old, played 1 year at Kansas. Was the #1 overall pick of the Cavaliers back in 2014. Already he's in his 12th year. Where did the time go?
Man, I'm almost in my 12th year up here with you, partner.
And that's going to be Miami basketball as Juju is trying to climb the ladder with Ware.
I like it. Even though Juju didn't get his mitts on that ball, he saved the possession defensively to allow the team to reset on the other end.
Ware setting the screen to free up Wiggins. Fontecchio driving left, and we're going the other way. Shuffled those shoes. He was doing a two-step with no music, Drew.
No, they call it Italy the boot.
He was moving his boot, huh?
Yeah. Tell you what, I was on vacation in Italy. Greatest Italian basketball player of all time. I don't know about that, but he's here. He's here now.
It's amazing all these people you meet on your travels.
Oh, man. You know I like to talk.
Exactly.
You think it was them talking to me.
No, man, I know. Akez, spin and a kick out. Pelle Larsson. Jameer comes up with the board. Jameer along with Riley. You just look at this rookie class, what they've been able to do. You talked about the sophomores in the open, Drew, but all these young players have did something this year to get themselves noticed.
Well, they're taking advantage of the opportunity minutes, Chris. It's not in this league having a collective group of young guys having multiple opportunities, 30-plus minutes a night. That's not happening in other organizations.
Right. It's going to be a reach-in foul. General Renault is going to call that one.
And also,
Jameer.
Also, this is a time for them to solidify their roles going forward for next season, because when Alex Sarr is back healthy in the lineup, Keyshawn George, along with Trae Young, Anthony Davis, possible draft pick.
Oh, no, there's going to be a draft pick.
Well, I'm just trying to keep it as diplomatic as possible. There's going to be another one.
All of this is for this draft pick.
Yeah, but it's giving you a chance as a young player to kind of mark your place, stake your land right now, and show this organization who you are, not only as a player, but as a person. So I love how they're getting this opportunity to do just that. Because, look, all those guys will be in jerseys. That's just seeing, not them, but the other ones.
Wiggins right now, 8 points for Miami. Leading them in scoring as the lead is 4. Riley on the initiation of the offense. Swings it over to Gill. AG spinning, lost the handle. Larson, good hands there by Juju.
And that's one thing I've seen with Juju Reeves, having that ability not to block shots, but to swipe down with quick, active hands to get deflections. Town business.
Akez out to Yakachonis. Offensive rebound. This is where Larson does his damage.
Boy, that's bounce.
Hey, he found some space in the air. Juju bounces it over to Riley, who gives it back to Juju. Yakachonis blows past Reeves for the layup. And timeout called by Brian Keefe.
The top and not go under on your screens.
Washington called for that over and back, which is the reason why Miami has the basketball now. Larson now makes it a 10-0 run for the Heat. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. AG trying to free up Riley. Will pulls up a 3 and hits.
All right, I told you, he feel like he got his confidence back in that second half last game.
And look at Pelle Larsson. This is what he does, Drew. We've seen this now in 4 games. He likes to get to the cup.
Yeah. From Sweden.
Came in shooting 49% from the field. He's averaging 13 points in his career against the Wizards. Black, pure 3. Wizards now down 6. Jaquez gets that hook shot to go down. Jaquez's sister Gabriella won the national championship for UCLA as they rolled South Carolina. That game was not even close.
They had a squad this year. I mean, they were the untouchables. Look at all the pass.
There's also the point guard on that team. And by the way, their best player is Lauren Betts. That's all
in the first round, right?
Exactly. Megan the other night was explaining how many picks they had. I'm like, man, listen, you could almost field a team with all these first-round picks they have this year.
Got a lot of equity.
Larson. You see how he kind of decelerated just a little bit to get the Wizards off defense.
He's a unique build, and what's interesting is he's actually gotten better since his time in Arizona and his rookie season in Miami. They've done a great job in their player development department with him.
Sharif trying to get a one-on-one opportunity, spins off Yakachonis. Leaky looks up at the clock. It's go time for Black off glass. And near put back by Jameer. 7 seconds separating shot and game clock. Jaquez throwing it upstairs to Bam. Adebayo 2 of 4 from the field. He's got 2 helpers and 5 points. Has yet to get a rebound. A 1-4 flat set here for Riley to go to work. Will getting some space. Hits the deck. 1 second to go. Johnson heave at the buzzer. Miami will